What's going on, YouTube? This video finds you. I hope you're having a nice day, and hope you have a nice weekend and all that. I felt like telling a story. I got stories for years, but this one I thought was kind of entertaining. I don't know why it came up in my head, so I felt like telling it. So I'm gonna tell it. I've tried doing this before, but I was making the videos and I was having to stop and start and edit, and I don't even know how to do that stuff anyway, so it didn't really work too smoothly probably. And I think it's better to just go. Like some of my favorite content creators, like they just go. Like it's not about stopping and starting and just like everything. I get it, sometimes you like lose your place and stuff, and that could probably help out. Shit, that'll probably happen to me, but it is what it is. I think it's just more of a natural feel to just go like this, just start to finish. I'm not gonna stop, not like it's some TikTok or some, nah, it's not me. I've been on YouTube, like this channel is almost 20 years old, you know? I've been making videos, putting videos up, not a lot, not in a long time, not since you would, back in the day, would have to text the link of the video to your email and then have to use that old, the YouTube to MP3, or no, that was for putting YouTube videos onto like iPods and stuff. Never mind. Anyways, I'll get down to the story. So this is gonna be a story from summer school of the summer of 2008, I believe. 2008, 2009, something like that. So yeah, it was the summer between 9th and 10th grade. All my friends were there. Everybody like that. I used to go to summer school just for the social aspect of it. Like sometimes the teacher would be like, you're not getting credit for this, right? And I'd be like, yeah. And I would just sit there and just like, it was just like a social thing. It was a thing to do. It was, not the most productive use of time, but hey, it was a place to go see the homies, see my friends, so I went. So this morning in particular has some extra detail to it for sure. So at this time I was dating this girl, and her dad was just an asshole from day one, and he would only become more of an asshole the more that I would get to know him. I can't really blame him. Maybe we'll get into it. There's too much for just one video. Like it's too much. But anyways, this dude hated me. Like he hated me because he just like, it's his daughter, and plus, I'm this little like skater, punky skater, weed guy, whatever, whatever. So this morning in particular, I would ride my skateboard. They wouldn't allow us to ride stuff to summer school, so you would have to like stash your board or whatever you rode outside of the school. So this morning in particular, I was going to summer school. I was going to my little stash spot that was like just behind a little gate in this parking lot that like nobody would check. Like nobody would ever like check there or whatever. So anyways, I always listened to music. Back then music was like my saving grace of all the stuff that was going on with me, like I could count on music to kind of like escape of no matter what school I was at or what type of bullshit was going on. I just like always had at least one earbud in my ear, and that would come to get me in trouble, not in trouble, but cause some unwanted attention very early on in some first day of school, new school situations, whatever. So I was always bumping my iPod, always with the skull candies. Everybody who knows what's up knows about the skull candy wave back in the day. Probably people still use them now. I think they were like snowboarding, like had something to do with snowboarding maybe, but like I don't think it's a dead company. Despite what Apple might have you think of just AirPods or nothing, or So that morning, I'm riding. I only live like 10-15 minutes away. I'm riding, and oh, by the way, I think at this point I literally was not getting I ditched so many times that like it was impossible. Like I said, they would tell me that I wouldn't have credit. So like me and my girl and some other friends, like we'd go do whatever. Like if they didn't feel like being there, like, then they would leave. I could kind of leave and go as I pleased. But if it was like a decision, they wanted to do something, of course I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna stay at summer school, It was kind of more of just like a linking up point. So we had been, we're in 9th grade, going into 10th grade, 15 years old, like, like you're young and dumb. So that was the way that was going. Just like my 9th grade like year where I think I passed like PE, and that might have been it. Like I just wasn't feeling it, and I failed all my stuff in 8th grade. They threw me to 9th grade, so I kind of just figured that would happen again. I would find out later that was not the case, and I had to work my ass off, but I still was able to pull it off. So your boy got his diploma, despite all the haters. Made it happen. Anyways, so this morning I'm skating, and I get to my little stash spot. I'm listening to my music the whole time, and I put my skateboard in the little spot, and I turn around and start walking towards the school, and there's a big pickup truck that's been following me, I guess. And who else would it be but my girl at the time's dad? And he literally like corners me in this parking lot and tells me, if you ditch summer school with my daughter one more time, I'll sue you for everything you own. I'll take your house. And to me, I thought that was kind of funny, because it's like, dude, I don't own a house. My family doesn't own a house. Like, we rent. like we don't got nothing for you to take, honestly. Like, the dude and his family were way more higher on the, middle class, upper middle class, whatever you want to call it. Definitely was, like, higher up on that than me and my family, for sure. So he just like straight threatens me, just like, yep, if you ditch summer school with her again, it's not going to be good for you. I'm going to sue you for everything you own. I'm going to take your house. I'm going to take everything that you love. And I was like, okay. And I walk like through the parking lot, across this little street, and I go into the school. So I go into the school, go to the first class, and after like 1 or 2 classes, then you get a break. You get a little break in between. So, context for this, that's going to be very important, is there was a girl in the circle of acquaintances. And this girl, I'm not even going to give her a name, but she was not all the way there mentally. Let's just put it that way. She was a nice girl, but like the couple times I knew her, I was more friends with her older brother. But yeah, she was just a very strange person, I guess you could say. Different, unique, whatever. Not. But anyways, this girl gets caught with a bong, like a legit ass bong, by her mom at her house. And for some reason, I don't know to this day, she tells her mom that she's holding on to the bong for my girl. And yeah, her mom calls my girl's mom, and my girl's mom freaks the fuck out. She is also not cool at all. I'll give a little backstory on that. Last day of 8th grade, I go to Venice Beach, blah, 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 have a nice day, whatever. At the end of it, come back, and my girl wants to chill. So I go over there, and she's like already drunk, like still knocking back beers, and we're laying on this like trampoline in the backyard. And she asked me if I want beer, and like I've never been to drink. Like people who know me know, like I don't really like to drink. It's never really been my thing, and so it's a very easy thing for me to say no to. Very, very easy. Always has been. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. And she's like, okay. So not even like 10 minutes later, all of a sudden her stepdad comes out of the garage, and he has like an empty like 18 rack or something with a bunch of crushed empties in it, which apparently that's where my girl was putting her empties when she was done with them. So immediately I'm put to blame. I'm like immediately like on a trip back to my house, and it's like I'm like trying to explain like, yo, like I don't even drink, like I don't even like to do that, like. And my girl's mom was just, she would drive through DUI checkpoints for fun. Like seriously, she did it. I didn't spend much time in the car with that woman, but like the 1 or 2 times I did, she drove around and found one just to go through it, knowing that she was 100% sober. That was the kind of mind. So not she was actually telling, when I got home, she went a step further, tried to call my mom, said, smell his breath. I was like, I don't care. Like, you know, like, and my mom knows me. She knows, like, I like to smoke weed. I don't like to drink, even at that young of an age. Like, she already do. So, like, I breathe, and, like, it was not even a thing for me, but that was the person being told that her daughter had a bong, apparently, that someone else was holding on to for her. So her mom like tripped out on her, yelled at her, all this stuff. And then this coincides with that day at summer school. It had just happened before then. So I get to summer school, and I'll never forget, my girl was wearing this tight like turquoise shirt, and it had the Superman logo on it. And we're waiting in the quad area or whatever, like between where all the classrooms are, and like there's like the locker bay, and there's just like little trees and benches and stuff where we would just kind of kick it for the 10-15 minutes you get between classes and all that. So that other girl comes up to my girl and just casual as can be. I guess they had a same class for like math or something, and then my girl would let her copy the homework. So this girl just comes up to the group and she goes, "Hey, can I get the homework so I can copy it real quick?" And my girl looks up at her, and my girl was drinking a chocolate milk at the time. And she, so she asked for the homework, and my girl takes her chocolate milk, dumps it right on her head, and dumps it right on her head, just, and then grabs her hair, like almost immediately after, and just starts boom, 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 until the security guard came and like separated them. And man, like that shit was kind of like, it happened so fast, like nobody really expected it, but like, yeah, like, and I remember thinking like, watch, I'm gonna get blamed for this somehow. The dad's gonna find some way, even though I have nothing to do with it, because like, you ain't coming back to summer school after doing something like that. Like, I've been kicked out of summer school enough times to know that like, they're not gonna, even though it's not real school, like they're still not gonna like allow that type of stuff. So I just knew in my, like, I was like, man, watch, it's gonna try to find some way to pin this shit on me. Had nothing to do with me or whatever. And yeah, there would be that's just the end of that one. But there's a lot more would develop from that. Like, that was definitely like an event that stirred the powder in the powder keg that was about to fucking explode. And I can get into that on another video, but I hope you guys like this one. I know it's not the craziest video ever or anything, but it was just kind of a funny memory, funny story that I got from my juvenile delinquent times. So I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, I got plenty more stories, all types of stuff, cops, school, and close calls, and unbelievable shit like that. It won't even sound true until I get somebody to back it up. That like, I don't lie when it comes to my stories and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna give it to you how it happened, and I have a really good memory despite me kind of destroying my brain after all the years, or my brain cells, I guess, be more specific. But yeah, that was the West High Summer School catfight. And it wasn't much of a catfight, actually, of more of a beatdown, really, because that girl, the other girl, didn't get nothing. She didn't get a shot. Like probably not the easiest position to fight from when someone has a full hand of your hair pulling you down, like, with all your weight. And she was not a big girl. My girl wasn't a big girl, and neither was she. Like, so it was very, like, fair, if anything, you know. It was not like a one-sided or whatever. One was way bigger than the other, but my girl she just had that aggression that, like, I get it, you know. It's like, what the fuck? Like, come over here acting like everything's all good and you just threw me under the bus. Like, I don't got no homework for you. What? So I get it, but it was just the timing of it. Like, she wasn't in the car when her dad told me all that shit. So I was like, in my head, I was like, damn, dude, like 10 minutes ago, I was getting threatened about her getting kicked out of summer school or whatever, like ditching summer school with her. And now here we are, and she's getting taken away by the security guards, and I'm just like, damn. But that would be the least of my worries. There would be so much more to come. This is just my summer of 9th grade. Like, this is nothing. I actually made it through my 9th grade year all the way. and after that is when shit started to pop off. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and like, subscribe, all that shit. I don't need anybody's money.